Hi there, we're back at RamZ's Emporium on Fairview Drive with Cory RamZ. We always talk about interesting things that you get in here. We've seen them, they're awesome. Do you ever get like gross stuff where you're like, Dad or your brother, Chad,
Yeah.
look at this is gross.
Sometimes we get gross things in, and sometimes things just happen here that are gross.
Oh no. Can you
Um,
share some of that?
yeah, sure. I think one of the biggest deals I had in a while back was I had a guy bring me a bunch of toys,
Hmm.
and when I went out to his truck, he brought me 2 truck beds full, and it smelled so bad.
Oh,
It smelled almost like when you pass a farm and it smells like manure.
yeah.
It smelled like that.
Ew.
And I thought, "How am I gonna buy this, and how can I get the smell to not be so bad?"
Yeah.
And so we took a risk, and we ended up that's about the time we bought the ozone machine,
Mm.
and we also bought another machine. There was 2 rented a machine and bought a machine, and then so we wiped everything down, we ran them through the machine. It took me 2.5 months of flipping the product to get every side for the ozone machine to reach the bad spots. And some of this was transformers, and it had holes on the packaging where it had like venting. So the smell got inside. So I
Ew.
had to make sure that when somebody opens it, it's not going to smell bad. So we had it running for the better part of 3 months.
Was it worth it in the long run?
So we had like I've said in one of our other videos where we did something like that, is I had to back off enough for the sheer amount of manpower hours to get it like in a way that people could like enjoy the item. But after that was done and we started moving it, which it took us 2.5, 3 months to sell it all in house and online. But I called people that I knew would come in and buy that kind of stuff, and we ran it online. But it was really stinky.
All
There's not
right.
a way of explaining it any better than it smelled like manure. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's lower the bar some more. What
Yes,
else do you
right.
know?
We'll get some things in sometimes where we're working on jewelry.
Uh-oh.
This is a gross one. So somebody will say, "Hey, we need a battery changed on this watch." Maybe it's an elderly person that's had their watch on forever. And so when you go to take the back off, if they're a twist off back or a pop off back, you have a circular piece of skin,
Oh my God.
like dead skin that is built up around the outside of and it just pops off,
Oh
like a chip. No, just
God.
kidding. But it's like a dead skin, like ring.
Oh,
It's gross.
that is gross.
Probably the grossest thing that happened to me in the jewelry repair department was somebody needed to have something done to their ring and they couldn't get it off. So we've got like stuff you can spray on that's slick that makes it come off
Sure.
easy. She decided she was just going to stick the whole thing in her mouth. So she sticks her finger in her mouth.
Uh-huh.
She licks around her finger.
Oh,
And then when she goes to bring it forward to pull it off, she goes like this, and the saliva is still connected to the
oh
so when I
no.
put my hand out and she put it in my hand, it snapped off and swung and hit me in the
Oh,
whole back of
that's
my hand.
disgusting.
So that was gross.
Oh, that's very gross.
So yeah, it's kind of something you don't want to have happen every day.
No.
It puts us on the line for the grossest jobs TV show.
Dirty
Yeah,
jobs.
Dirty Jobs.
That's
There we
you.
go.
That's
Yeah,
you, Cory
you got it.
Ramsey, Dirty
Yeah,
Jobs.
exactly. Dirty Jobs. We've actually had a couple kids decide that they couldn't hold it anymore, and I've had to clean the floors up. I just picked up a set of boxers out in our parking lot, so it's just weird what things just show up around here, and we're constantly cleaning up. It seems like
Wow.
a diaper in a vase. Probably
Really?
about 6 months ago, I had. Of course, it's Cory. Can you come help us? So I'm the guy,
We have a diaper spill in aisle 3.
right?
Oh my Lord.
Not that it's a gross place, but some weird things happen. People are people, and they do some weird things. So.
That's very interesting.
But we've had some. I think we talked about somebody brought it up just as we were just starting this episode. But somebody brought in the back skin of the tribal doctor. If we're bringing gross things back up, it's gross when you're handling real human skin in your hands. I think we talked about that in one of our other episodes. But that's a weird thing.
Very good. Well, all
Yeah.
right. We've seen the interesting. Now we know the gross.
Yeah, I know I'm sure we got plenty more
Yeah.
stories, so we may revisit this at some point. But
Absolutely.
that's where we're at now.
All right. If you're looking for something really cool, or whether it's a loan, whatever it might be, RamZ's Emporium
Yeah.
is the place to
And
be.
keep the gross away.
Yes, please. We're on Fairview Drive. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.